What's going on, guys? Duelim here, back again with another video. And today, we're going to be talking about Black Panther Shuri, the ISO 8 I recommend, and also her essential T4s. And we're going to be talking about why she is an absolutely ridiculously good character. And there's a couple callouts in her kit that make her absolutely nuts, especially in Cosmic Crucible. So if you're ready, let's get into it. All right, coming into game, we have Black Panther Shuri here, and you can see I actually unlocked her early. That's right. I actually have a video out that came out on my channel already, my core orb opening and how lucky I got. Let me tell you, it wasn't very lucky. But as you can see here, she is a Hero Global Mystic Controller, Wakandan Illuminati, and you'll see her speed is pretty ridiculous at 133. She is one of the faster characters in the game. She's like 4th or 5th. Like, she's faster than Kang. She's faster. She's a little bit slower than Ronin, but she's faster than Robbie, Black Cat. Like, she's very, very fast, which is awesome. So she does a lot of good things. For ISO class, it's without a doubt Raider. There's no question about it, honestly. This team gets extra focus, if I'm not mistaken, from a passive from someone. I can't remember who exactly. So things will land. Also, all of her stuff is AoE, which means Raider is just ridiculous on her because her ult is AoE, her passive is AoE. I think even her basic is AoE, so she's ridiculously good as a Raider. It is without contest. There is nothing else you should put on her that's not Raider. So getting into the T4s here, you'll see I did do all of them, but they are not all necessary. I am a psychopath for Cosmic Crucible, so I like to do all of them for all the damages humanly possible. For the basic, this is one you absolutely do not need. This is just extra damage, essentially. This is why I just like it, honestly. Because the extra damage is to primary and adjacent as well, which is really, really cool. The second part of this as well is the ability block only in Crucible if she has ability block. So even if you control her super early, somehow getting in front of a character with 133 speed and speed up, and you could somehow manage to pull that off, it doesn't really matter. She could still put an ability block out there with her basic to the primary target, which is great. So this T4 is absolutely not necessary at all. But it is something that I did want to point out that it's extra damage, so it could be worth it if you're really into Cosmic Crucible. The Special Acrobatic Hunter. We have attack primary target for 250% piercing, apply ability block for 2 turns, and heal block for 2 turns. That's ridiculous, first of all. Rebound chain to 3 adjacent targets for 250% piercing, and apply slow for 2 turns. So it's kind of like a Dakin special where he's putting that slow on the chain. In Crucible, clear all charged on primary target, which is also ridiculous. Generate 1 ability energy for self and all Illuminati allies. On defense, this attack targets the enemy controller with the most speed bar, instead ignoring taunt and stealth. And this is why this special is ridiculous on defense, because it's going to control people like Cersei, people like Moonstone, and they're going to get ability blocked turn 1. Which is really ridiculous, and it has the most speed bar too, so you can't throw in a another controller that's just like fodder to take this. Like, it's going to go with the one that's the most speed bar, which is going to be Cersei, which is going to be Moonstone, all that kind of stuff. It ignores taunt and stealth as well, so again, absorbing man on MOE will not help Moonstone. A pre-taunt with Eternals will not help. This move is ridiculous, and this little defense call out is really nuts. This character has 2 or more Illuminati allies. This attack gains 100% crit chance, which you're thinking, why do you need Raider? Because it's crit chance, but it doesn't matter. You need the Raider. Trust me, the Raider damage is ridiculous on this character. And this attack can chain to stealth targets as well. Counter attack breaks his chain, and this attack gains 500% extra focus, which is interesting. If you look at Black Knight, I believe he gains 500% extra focus when he has defense up, and this can rip charges off. So if you are going into a Black Knight on defense and you are using Shuri on offense, this can mitigate Black Knight turn 1. which is really, really interesting. I don't know if there's going to be a focused resistance check. So knowing this, if you have niche uses for her against Black Knight, you could put her as a skirmisher to try to pull off those those charges from BK turn 1. So it's like he's essentially exhausted until he takes another turn. But that does remain to be seen depending on how strong your Shuri is. Obviously, Black Knight does resist a lot of things, so it's a possibility, but this ability is absolutely ridiculous. And then for the T4, it just extends it for 2 turns for heal block and ability block, so I think it's a shoo-in for a T4, honestly. Putting ability block on anybody for 2 turns just neuters them unless they clear it, which is really, really nice. Looking at you, Eternals, looking at you, Moonstone, all that good stuff. For her ultimate, Panther's Fury, we've got apply ability block and trauma to the primary target. And this is in any game mode, which is really nice. And you could have attack primary and adjacent targets for 260% piercing. So again, more damage. And then in Crucible, apply ability block and trauma to all adjacent targets, which is absolutely ridiculous. So Shuri is really, really good in Crucible. Once again, she's a Crucible tune. But like this plug and play ability, especially on offense, you can ability block trauma 3 characters turn 1? Are you kidding me? Well, not turn 1 because she doesn't have the energy, but I wonder if it's in room 6, she has 2 less energy. You could still pull this off. That'd be cool. Or you feed her energy real quick. That could be interesting. But that's pretty nuts, and her special does give energy as well. For each charge on this character, repeat this attack 1 time up to a maximum bonus of 5 attacks. She gets charged from her passive mechanic, which we'll talk about as well. But then you do lose all charge here. But this is an absolutely ridiculous move here, and this does so much damage. It hits really hard. Again, trauma ability block is absolutely a ridiculous combo. And then going to her passive, Wakanda's Champion. We have on spawn, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. On attack, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. And then on defense, up, apply 2 bleeds to all enemy. On kill, clear 2 random positive effects from all enemies. So if you get kills, they start losing positive effects, which is really cool. Gain 50% damage, Illuminati characters gain 50% damage. Gain 50% focus, Illuminati characters gain 50% focus as well. So again, she's getting that 500% focus on her special, and then she's also getting an extra 50% focus, which is additive on top of her passive. So that's really cool. And then in Crucible, when an Illuminati ally is attacked, gain another charge, lower max barrier by an additional 10%. She already does it by 10%. And while this character has charge, lower the assist chance for all enemies by 100%. And while this character has charge, villain enemies cannot gain speed up. So this passive right here just absolutely destroys Cabal because they can't gain speed up. But you know what this also acts as? This is Echo! That's right. This is Echo right here. While this character has charged, lower the assist chance for all enemies by 100%. And you want to know something else great? The more hero allies this person has, the more focus this character gets. And everyone gets. So remember why we had that resistance issue with Black Knight that we talked about? Full team of heroes gonna have 400% plus the 500% plus the 50% is 950%, which is absolutely ridiculous for this character. So you could see this character is going to be nuts to take out Black Knight on defense. So maybe using this character for offense is really, really nice, or slotting into some defenses for some funsies. Could also do that. And then the T4 is going to be lower max barrier of all enemies by 10%, and then Crucible another 10%. There might be more to this. I'm not entirely sure. But I think this one is really good to have because barrier is always going to be a really, really good function in the game that I think is always going to be worth mitigating because of characters like, you know, teams like Darkhold, teams, I believe Black Knight gets barrier, Ghost Rider Robbie gets, or not Robbie, Ghost Rider Cosmic gets barrier, all that kind of stuff. So as you can see, Black Panther Shuri is absolutely ridiculous. And if you guys have purchased her or you guys have cored her up, absolutely build her as soon as possible because she is ridiculous on offense and on defense. please consider putting Raider on her. Is absolutely a shoo-in. No need for Skirmisher because she gets that extra focus from her special, and she also gets that from the passive as well. But this has been Duelum. Hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, later, y'all.